Okie dokie. So, yeah, it died and now it's back. Alright. I remember the idea I had for it. It's just, give me a second. And yeah, I'm back. I can figure out what I meant for the name, because I did have a name. Holy Villabor. That was the name of the town that's in the picture. Yeah. I was able to figure out how I came up with the name, and I've re-come up with the name. Because it's the same name. But the little town in there is the Philo Villavor. It's basically just, yeah. But, yeah. Alright, oh yeah. Did that count as what I wanted? Okay, yeah. That's what it meant. Good to know. I have. Heck, although, obviously, I've never posted any. I even started doing a little fan comic for, like, I've thought about doing all sorts of comics. Like, so I do have an understanding. It's just, the amount of work is why I ended up not doing that for that, like, what I was originally going to do, which was the drawings and everything. I was interested in all that. It just ended up, I became very frustrated very fast. But, oh. Hey yo, Top 10 Gamer! Thank you for the raid. Yes. Alrighty. And it's also a pleasure to see you. How are you? Alright. Yeah. Okay, cool. There we go. So we'll complete this quest. And make money. Oh, I don't know what's the matter. In. Nope, I didn't mean to go. Yeah. No. I thought it'd be funny. Honestly, I figured because I'm blue, like ocean depths. But, like, technically the kind of elf I am is from, like, more of an ocean-y kind of elf. I think there's a cat outside the door that my kitty wants to go and annoy because it's one of his sisters. Anyway, but yeah, like ocean depths, kind of. Again, getting into the whole kind of just being so pale. It's like there's no way I could survive above. Yeah, to some extent. Obviously, considering my sister's not an ocean elf. I don't have like I wouldn't have the full on ability that entails. So I can for a short amount of time, just not for long amounts of time. Yeah. Oh, he wants out. I probably should let him out. 1 second. I need to go let my little kitty out. He's left with like, please let me out. I need to go annoy my sister. Or sisters, I'm not sure which. Oh, we need to go find out which sister it is. He'll be back. Son, are you still in here? Anyway, there's another cat in here somewhere. I just don't know where she is now. Because she hasn't left as far as I know, and she's adorable. Maybe she is in the crate. Is she in the crate? She's hiding. Okie dokie. Because I wanted to share one of the other cats. That's apparently already gone off, the little lady. Anyway, but yeah. Yeah, cats. Oh wait, he already wants back in, doesn't he? I just realized. In here? No. I don't know where she's gone. Again. Did you go out to have someone look for you? She's somewhere. He's here. You want to say hello, baby? Do you want to say hello? Come here, Shula. Say hello. First, they'll put you on your... There. Here's my co-pilot. There he is. Alrighty. He's like, hello. Yeah. He is so cute. Anyway, I'm pretty sure there's another cat in here somewhere. I just don't know where she's gone. And now I'm somewhat disturbed because I'm like, where could she have gone? There's nowhere she can hide. Maybe a sibling of mine, not his, let her out. But yeah. Anyway, yeah. Goosey cat, no, don't leave me. He's like, yes, I will leave. To go, I don't know what. Yeah, I think my brother's seeking food. And probably his cats. Like I said, one of them would be in here. Potentially. I really do need to look around. Wait. Where are you able to obtain the essences I require? Yes. So you were. Why do you need them? Well, I know why they have to need them. Let's upgrade the machine. As I said before, it is incomplete. I will get to work on that now. Wait here. Dun 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 dun. Yeah, if it was... He's... Oh, is that where she is? Oh, he's telling me where Lasana is. Isn't he? Is that what you're looking at? Yeah. He's looking at his sister going, what are you doing? I found her. She's in a place I cannot reach her, and she knows it. But, yeah. He's going to be distracted by her for a while, where he's like, why do you not have to wear a leash? And it's because, you know, she does not run behind the monitor and try to break the computer. Maybe learn from her. Also, he likes, I think. I actually don't know what he likes. All I know is that he calms down with it all. It's like, doesn't look any different. Well, it probably shouldn't. He's going for food. Yeah, you go for your water, baby. Upgrades are not cosmetic, though. And now it has a great deal closer to being completed. With further upgrades, I might be able to deploy an operational use of not-so-distant future. Your help is much appreciated, Abel. So, can we save Shatola? By my calculations, it should not be a problem. Shatola will not seek into the ocean. Why are you trying to say Shatola specifically? Could be like, I'm not. Don't ask stupid questions. I'm only fulfilling my duty. Nothing more than that. Yours is Shatola's salvation as merely a coincidence of my success. Sure. Thank you, Magnolus. Oh, Magnolus is embarrassed. Are you leaving? There are other machines in operation. I'm going to check on their progress. Farewell, Abel. Yeah, he's embarrassed. Or she, I don't know. Yeah. But yeah, Magnolus is embarrassed. Everything's returned to normal. Because, I mean, that's the real answer. Isn't it? Because, I mean... Aha. And we're just gonna leave Hein in the dark. I'm always left with who's paying us for these quests as well. Like, who? You put on my choice? Oh my goodness, I'm sorry. Cat is being so silly. He got stuck on his crate. He thinks I have his leash, but I don't. The goosey cat. Goosey cat. Aw. Have you come to be my buddy? Aw. Yes. Now, where do you think you're thinking of hopping? Also, thank you for bringing me your leash. It is much appreciated. Come on. Yeah, let's make it so that you don't hurt yourself. At the very least, kitty. Alright, he's like, I don't care if I get hurt. And he's on his favorite chair now. Alright. I feel like I'm just narrating my cat's moves now. Because he's looking at me like I have to. I feel very silly. Alright, Alright, so I've completed that. Spice Maker level 2. Alright. Eh! You sneaker! You sneaker! You sneaker! You think you're going to be so clever. Nope. No. He's like, wait, you figured out my plan. Yep, and I'm preventing you from completing it, kitty cat. Anyway, he is being silly. Alright. So, let's complete that. If you say so. He's sure someone's gonna let him out. But I can answer the answer is no, they won't. If they don't want to. Alright, now, for the sake of getting any farm work done, time to rush.
Bye-bye.
To Argene. There we go. And now he's trying to figure out how to annoy his sister again. Honestly, I think she wants to leave, but I can't help her leave until she, comes out on her own. He knows now there must be other cats in here. Anyway. Even though there aren't. Oh, whoops. He distracted me and I almost didn't have the ability to buy the crops I wanted. Cat, you're gonna hurt yourself. No? What are you doing? Other than trying to figure out how to annoy siblings. Alright. When did I go up to 30,000 Grilla? Is that the sunstone? Doesn't matter. Buy 10 of each. They're expensive, so I should probably sell some too. Well, there we go. I love there's no option for just, you know, like, it's like you can fast travel, but you can only fast travel in this area. You can't even fast travel to places that would be obvious for you to fast travel to. And it's like, but why? Like, I'm not...
Farm work is my #1 specialty.
Also, I'm left with the voice I assumed the Winter Fairy would have was the voice she has, which is kind of sad.
Bam!
Like,
Bam! Bam!
it's the whole, really? And your brilliance,
Take this.
this is what they've done. Oh, I keep giving them. Alright. And then the chili plant.
Hiya.
And the chili plant. I'm not sure why it's called the chili plant, because there's actual chilies in game too. I mean, you know?
Bam! Hiya.
I know, maybe it's asking a bit much, but
The key is to have fun with everything.
the key is to not sound like you're stoned out of your mind at all times.
Drink up, lovelies.
Alright. Do this.
Drink up, lovelies.
And just like I knew it would, that's perfect. I should chill a chili plant though. Anyway. What have I got that I'm selling? Yeah, okay. We're gonna find out how much that sunstone's worth. Aren't we, baby? You came back. To look at me like I'm crazy for grabbing your leash as you're about to try and jump. He's like, how did you know my blends? It's like, cat, you're nuts. Alright, let's see. What else? Oh yeah, I wanted to try selling the... Where is it? A chili plant. Just to see. How much is one of these worth? After all, they're $800 to buy, and there's just not that much that could be used with them, I don't think. Alright, sleeping. Alrighty. I mean, it's not bad. It's not what I'm looking for, but it's not bad. But the sunstone, that was worth quite a bit. That was a nice little bit of money, if you know what I mean. Oh, 5,000. Shadow Assassin. There we we go. It's like meet with the innkeeper. It's like, well, how?
See you later.
How am I supposed to do that? And you won't tell me where he is. I should get some Canelo dolls. Alright, I need your help again. Meet me in your step this time. Here, with the help of the materials you've produced, all the machines are operating at favorable levels. Without your assistance, this project would likely have taken another few hundred years. So, I appreciate the assistance of an able who, despite likely seeing no visible results of your lifetime, will help nonetheless. I will do my best to display some progress with the regeneration of the coral reef, as a show of my gratitude. It's like, thank you, I guess? What are you up to, Sunabuna? Buna. Oh, and it counts as it's raining right now. No, no, no! No, stop that. You wonder why you're on a leash. Yes. Uh-huh. How about you sit on my lap a second? How about you cry about your troubles to them. Right into the mic. Well. Right there, hey, yo. Sniff. Are you cute? Are you the VTuber here? Hey, are you the VTuber? It's like, no. No. He's actually hugging me, even though he sounds like that, so yeah. Go on. It's like, yeah, you're not going back up there, baby. And I might have to move your crate just a little bit. Just a little bit. Nope, you come over here. Just a little bit. Yeah, he's being... Well, he knows what he's being. He's just not happy. How dare someone be doing something without him, basically.
Morning.
Right. Not more of these. Yeah, I dare you to do what you think you should be doing, kitty. Let's see how that goes. Huh? What? What do you mean AWB? I'm confused. Oh, are we breathing? Got it. Understood, yes. For the most part, yes.
Farm work is pretty good wing exercise.
I went out today, so into the pollen. I was stupid. And so I'm not like What are you doing, kitty? Yeah, you could be over there. He's probably trying to get his sister to come out, honestly. He's like, come on, sis. You can come out so that I can attack you. And I'm not kidding, that is probably what he's thinking. Alright, let's see if there's anything I can make now. Anyway, but like I said, overall, I'm actually doing fine.
Welcome back.
I can use most of my voice at this point. All the way up
Are you
here,
taking good care of your flying
above that point too, and all the way down here, kind of thing. So I have the reach of my voice. I just... Yeah. Ice cream. I knew it. Alright. So ice cream is the chili plant. I guess because it chills it. I mean, everything looks tasty. I just don't know what I need to make for Argene. So I should probably look at that at some point. And then the vegetable muffin, I still don't know what I'm missing. Legit. No idea. Maybe I need to make a vegetable jam. Yeah. Goose Goose, I see you. I see your plans, and I still not agree with them. How about you come say hello to Haya? Come say hello to Haya. Hiya, Haya. He's sad. And now he's comfortable. Has no interest in moving. Because all he wants, apparently, is hugs. At least that's what he claims. The king is in his chair now. Alright. And he's not going anywhere. Even though he thinks he will be. Anyway, everything is watered. Yeah, okay, you can have one. There you go.
The key is to have fun with everything.
No, the key is to be not an annoying fairy. Alright. Yeah, he is.
I hope you bring back souvenirs.
He's mad. He's like, my sister doesn't have to be held on the leash. Because his sister Lusana is hiding under the bed. I can't even catch her to have him leave now. And she's sweet. And she mostly just wants to go to bed. And probably doesn't understand why she is here. Oh, she's in the middle. Okay. Why is she in the middle? Anyway. Alright. She should be still not here. Ow! Stop, please. Back on your chair. What are you doing? What do you think you're doing? Come on. It's like, no. Why don't you eat some food? There's food down there for you, Kitty. Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm not saying like that. I mean more along the lines of it's just like, I don't want the kind of fun she's having. Because, I mean, if you listen to her, she's definitely, I would say not sober, at the very least. If you know what I mean. And now the cat is cutting circulation off my neck. I mean, kinda. What are you doing? You're literally making it so that I have to let you be more free. Okay. Trying to cut off circulation. Huh? Oh. Yeah, because I'm looking over at the cat. Ironically. As he's going... Ah, you made it. Thanks for coming all the way out here. Like, he's clearly thinking he's going to be the winner, my cat, but he's not. So I guess you wanted some privacy. Oh, you caught on. That's right. I didn't want the kids overhearing this. It's about a troubling rumor that I've been hearing recently. Apparently someone has been going around senselessly attacking people in a nearby village. There haven't been any fatalities yet, but the person doing it is elusive and appears unexpectedly. I guess. The victims say that she's a lady with long hair dressed in all in black. And she calls herself the Shadow Assassin. That sounds familiar. I know. Uncanny, isn't it? Let me put this out there before we continue. This whole thing has nothing to do with me. No duh, Estina. Like, why don't you go back this way, kitty? Yeah, maybe you'll have more room. More freedom. There you go. He's not happy with me. Alright, let me just put this up. Duh, nothing to do with you. Otherwise you wouldn't be talking to me about it. The person doing this isn't just using my name. Who would do such a thing? Because obviously you have to know who it is. I have no idea. Although I hope that's all it is. The thing that bothers me most is that she's not only using my name, but my likeness as well. If she knows who I am, then given what she's doing, it's probably a stunt to lure me out. Probably. But that's impossible. They don't know where I am. I haven't heard anything from them all this time. I love how she's like, how they don't know where I am. It's like, well, you're pretty famous, Estina. Even if they don't know where you are as an assassin. They could figure out where a young woman named Estina is. You know? I mean, unless she's gonna say she completely changed her name. What could they want now? Who are they? I mean, you haven't told me this, Estina. Ah! Sorry, forget I said that. You've said it like 6 times now, Estina. Let's be fair. I think I know who they are. I'm being polite. The truth is, I still don't know who's behind all this. Alrighty. Kitty, you're gonna get that. There we go. He's trying to figure out what he's doing. He's trying to get loose, but he's not succeeding. Alright, kitty. You're brilliant. Have to let go of the leash to get the leash back so he doesn't kill himself. Which is sad to say about my cat. He does not think these things through. Or he knows that I will just save him. Well, I won't. Nope. Now you're stuck to my chair. Alright. He knows that I won't. Yeah. Yeah, it's true. He knows he's... The real answer, he knows that I won't hurt him. But unfortunately that means that he's gonna hurt himself. Honestly, I'm only even bringing the leash back because of his bad behavior. Otherwise, I'd be too nervous to, because he nearly really did choke us up into unconsciousness last time I really had done this. But he's more chill about me streaming now, so I thought maybe. Because I want him to be free, but he doesn't like being free. He wants to go to bed. Right. But I can't just let this go on. It can't be by coincidence that she chose the name Shadow Assassin. So, could you help me find this person? If we leave her to continue, she might come and attack Nemians. I don't want anyone at the orphanage getting in danger, or knowing who I really am. That's the one thing I must not allow happen. I won't anything to interrupt the children's peace and happiness. Well, I'll help, because I'll be paid no matter what. Thank you. Also, I would probably say, for now, I'm going to go away and gather some more information. I'll get back to you as soon as I find anything out. Well, we became more friendly. over the idea of killing someone or hurting someone, tracking down someone.
We should.
Realization. I don't think I went back there. Have I been back there? Well, I must have. Alright,
Let's get this over.
Alright. There. Gotta keep hitting. Gotta watch my health. Let's see if we can take this guy out. The spring breeze drifter. Alright. Honestly, I do question why I have to wait for another letter. It's like, or we could work on this right now, you know? Well, let's see, what ring did I get? I got a fancy stun guard ring. Can't use it. Don't know why I would either. Other than, apparently it's fancy. You're gonna go... What are you up to, Suna? Huh? Oh, I mean, so... Yeah, I can't do anything with Brock, apparently. Estina... Here. She could just work with me to figure it out, right? Instead, she's like, I will send you a letter. And you'll have to hope that that letter has... kind of thing. It's like, basically... I mean, in reality, it's just putting it off until later. Kind of thing. It's a way to be like, the quest can't continue immediately. It's to encourage you to instead go off and do other things, like the storyline. But, like within world reality, it's kind of like, but at what point does it have to be turn out to be that it's just kind of like that? All right, there's. You don't even have anything, you. Ooh. I got a lightning proof ring, but it's not useful. But, I'm just saying, like, think of it like this. I have to wait for someone to send me a letter. I gotta turn this off right now. To, before I can continue their quest. See?
I hope you're prepared. Your judgment day has come.
Oh, also, let's look at my party. I need another 4,000 points. But basically, it's like, since I have to wait, yeah. It is to encourage you to just go back and start doing other things. Clearly. Which, as a storyline, I mean, that's fine and all. It's just kind of like, but why? Alright. Gonna just kind of run here. Gotta go to the Nemia's side. Go get the... So I kind of want to start trying to figure out recipes I need to make. Because I can't determine on what ingredients to save and so on unless I have that. So I'm just gonna probably start taking pictures. Be like, okay, this is here. I just don't want you to be on the desk. I don't think I'm asking a lot, kitty. I'm just asking you not to wreck the computer. Hey, you can even sit on my lap. Come on, you like my lap. It's like, but I don't like your lap right now. Oh, but I want your lap. I can have your lap whenever. Oh, there. See? Look. See, you're on my lap. Now I can't do anything because you're here. You're filling up my entire lap. Let's see if he likes this. Alright. Can I play around you? I mean, I can. Obviously. Because you're a goose. Alright, I need to go across the bridge. Where do you think you're going? What do you think you're doing? Hmm? Give me a kiss. Give me a kiss. Yeah. Oh. You got purr? You got a purr for me, kitty? No. He's like, I'm not going to do anything you want me to do. It's like, I just want you to be happy, kitty cat. Which is why I literally let you distract me from my stream. Let you sit on my lap, no less. So I can't really see much of anything. And all I ask is that you don't wreck the computer. And I hope that I can be heard. Yep. Alright, I need your help. New menu. Alright, let's see. Alright, let me take the picture at least. I need to do that. Because then I could just... Oh. I'm gonna do it like this. Hey! Cat does what cat wants is definitely true. Cat does what cat wants. Alright, I think I can figure it out from here. It's good. It's bye. What are you doing? Baby K. Baby Boo. Suna Boo Boo. Muna. Subu. What you up to, huh? He's like, I'm up to nothing but trouble and mischief. Boo Boo, come on. He can't read. All he knows is he is going to be a fiend. And now his face is literally in my face. Oops. Come here. Come here. Can you purr? No, but he can rub. Oh, there's a purr. You purring for them? I don't know if you can hear it. He's very quiet. He's not a loud purr. Yeah, it's purring. Aw, he wanted a hug. Like a full-on kitty hug. Like the full 9 yards. I had to do nothing but have him in my arms, holding him up. But now he seems a little happier. Apparently he just needed love. Yeah, a lot of love. Which, it makes sense. He has a lot of well, he's not the worst. His one sister is the worst, but they have separation anxiety. Him, I think he's about 6 now. He's either... I have a hard time keeping track, because it's not the best thing about it set. But I'm pretty sure... Let me see. How old is the first photo of you, kitty? Because that'll tell me how old you are. Alright. Nope. Whatever it is, I can tell you now, it's not going to be what you're expecting. Real life. Alright, let's see. Oh, there's cuties. What year is this? So 2017, 22. So he's 5 this year. Or he's 5 now. So he will be 6. Yeah. Alrighty. I had to double check because, like, it's hard to remember sometimes. He is a baby. Oh my goodness, I have so many pictures of them when they were kittens, and it's hard to believe size-wise. To be honest, he never stopped behaving like a kitten. The only difference is that now he believes that everything is his. And he's not the cute little squishable thing that fits in my shoe. Although that's not really him, that's one of his sisters that did that and literally would get in shoes. She still tries to, but she can't. She doesn't understand why. They were so small. Looking at. Anyway. Luna, stop it. I'm going to need to have to just have you sit like this. Go here. And I'm just going to have to hold you down like this. And hopefully. Yeah, I guess. He certainly is like that. That would definitely be true, though. And mostly with me because he knows that I will just let him do things because I just can't say no. And he utilizes the fact that I can't say no to him. Yes, he does. And yes, I'm talking about you. Oh, she came out. Okay. I'm gonna probably put her out in a second, but would you like to say hello to Lisana? This is Isana. She is the biggest. You just kept putting your place. She says hello. Suna tried to bat her. She does what she does. She's gone back to her spot. She's a little lady, but she is feisty when she wanna be. Anyway. I'm sorry, baby. she put you in your place. Like she always does. Our top cat is Lasana. The lasagna ball. Anyway. But yeah, she decided to be in here tonight. I don't know why. Honestly. Because she kind of doesn't like me that much. I mean, she likes me okay. But she usually would rather sleep with her, her people. Which would be either my brother or my mom. I'm usually the last, like, choice, she thinks, so. Yeah. And Suna has not been happy that she's in here because he feels like this is his time to be top cat. But I just couldn't kick her out because she was so sleepy. Anyway. But yeah. She's just a touch vicious. When she wanna be. You look pretty though. Little tortie. She's a little tortoiseshell. I don't have anything like that. It's like, have you brought us a meal? No. What? I'm sure it's just that I forgot that I had already talked to her, but still. Alright, let's see if I can't figure this out. I think I figured out that from there. And as far as chickens go, chickens are not allowed in the house. And if you're curious about that. Oh, and I have money, so I might as well go see if I have all my recipes. But we have our chickens and 4 cats. The other cats just don't want to be with me, usually. Like I said, Lisana never does either. She wanted the comforter. Would you rather the chickens and the cats mixed? Besides, the chickens have their own cat, actually, now that I think about it. Let's just say I'm not allowed to talk about what he does. And leave it at that. Alrighty? Because he doesn't want to be connected to me or Edge. What? You? My brother is not. Anyway. Point being, I'm sure you could figure out it if you were to, but yeah. Nah, he's definitely, it's, I don't mind that he doesn't want to be connected to me, because it's just kind of like, he wants to do something pretty different, so.
I hope you bring back souvenirs.
I'm not going to be, like, demanding that he does so. But, that's also why I'm not allowed to say the name of his cat. Me? I was explaining to Dragon earlier, originally, I wasn't planning to be a VTuber. I was planning on doing a type of, like a fake vlog channel kind of thing, where it's like you go to, like, as a traveling around kind of thing. Obviously, it wouldn't be real vlogs because the places wouldn't be real. I mean, that's why I've got my character in a very fantasy-looking place and all that. Yeah, like, I was thinking I could be showing different places and showing what they would look like. I originally wanted to do something like that because I thought that would be super cool. Like, I mean, because, well, I don't watch a lot of vlog channels. I just was like, you know, the idea could be cool, and it would just be... But honestly, I just couldn't figure out how to do it. It would have taken a lot of work, which I wasn't against. It just... Yeah. Oh, pet. Honestly, this... Like, you wouldn't understand unless you saw her, but this gives off the same energy as Lasana. Anyway, but I just couldn't figure out how to do it. And I thought... Because I was going to draw everything out and do everything, and it's just... The amount of work was just too much at the end. So... I forgot to go to RG. It's fine. I mean, like you saw, like, I've got the one place, the one city, and then the other city I drew. It was because I wanted to do it myself, in all honesty. And then I found out it was a lot harder than I thought it would be. Yeah. Alright. oh wait, I can make that. But then I ended up going to do VTubing because I was like, I realized I could make a VTuber using VRoid, and I was like, you know what? For now, I'm gonna do that, and then later I might go into the. I was thinking of going back into it at a later date, kind of thing. When I'm more settled. And I'm still willing to do that. It would take a long time. And then realizing with the perspectives and stuff, and I wasn't that comfortable with. Like, I mean, I have all sorts of art that have never found their way anywhere out from my phone. Honestly, like, I just got too embarrassed. If I'm really being honest, I think that's really what happened. Like, I can use all the excuses in the world, but, like, I've got fan art for things I've liked in the past. I've got on here that I've never ever posted, obviously. Years. And original art too. I just, when I started thinking about like doing it for real and going out and doing that, I guess I don't do spicy art like that. No. I've got some dark art. Like I go back and redo a picture every little while. Every now and then. I mean, and as Hedge has mentioned, her the hedge packs that were at least for a while very popular on her channel. I had drawn that for her. But no, I do more like it depends. But yeah. I like doing dark art. I just don't typically show dark art on my stuff. I mean, I have a whole story that I would do a comic for it, but it's just one, the work, and two, I think it'd be very, yeah, very, very fancy. Sounds nice. Like for like I was saying, I have a comic series I wanted to. I go back to it every now and then. And I start working on it, and then I just drop it. And I really should just go through with it, because it's a fun, I think it'd be fun at least, story. Potentially. I don't know. Although I guess I could run it by you guys, because you're not siblings or parents. But I've been taking up stuff for this storyline for since middle school. But I still like it. Voncole Bianco. But which sounds very fancy. Oh, are you still inside? Yeah. Which means it's still raining. No. But like, effectively, the idea is, at its most basic core, taking the concept of a zombie apocalypse style one, but then kind of doing it a little bit different. Kind of thing. It's its own thing. Main character is a zombie, obviously, but nobody can figure out why. It's one of the things that goes through the whole thing. Because he has a stable mind. I mean, obviously other people have done things that are similar, but and I'm not going into super details because I have all sorts of plots like throughout the whole thing. Like you'd have the I don't know. Anyway, I mean, at this point, I've even drawn out my main character twice. I just don't know where my original drawing is, so I can't compare to make sure it's like to see if it's the same. Which is tragic because I was like, I want to compare and see like if I've gotten better. I just realized I didn't have it. Anyway, but yeah. And I mean, yeah, I know it's kind of boring. Or, I don't know. I don't know, boring's not the right word. But, like I said, the real answer is I just can't bring myself to put the work out there. I guess. Ah, nice. But, yeah. I mean, I showed you guys Henry Stickmin, and I kind of drew some stuff like where, if they were actually humans, what they would look like. I think. My headcanon kind of thing, too. Because I thought that would be fun, but, again, I keep it on my phone, and it never goes anywhere else. Honestly, it's amazing that I ended up doing VTubing. If I'm being really honest. Because I would find some reason to... Hey, I get it. Oh, I'm out of stamina. Like... And I don't think my main character looks bad or anything. I just... I don't know. I don't feel like storyline-wise... I feel like people would think it's like cringy or edgy or like I'm trying to be, and that's not what the idea with the storyline. And heck, it'd be more of a comedy if I'm really being honest. Because it had a lot of like it has more comedy elements to it storyline-wise. But I mean, it's the same thing that happened with the me wanting to do the other kind of channel. I felt like it was just maybe too out there, I guess is what I ended up deciding with the original idea. It felt contrived, like
Drink up, Muffins.
You know what? Side romance is not bad. I think like just about anything can have any level of romance. If I'm being honest. I mean, let's be real. I don't think there's a manga out there that doesn't use some form of side romance. And those tend to be pretty popular. I mean, heck, it's like I said, it's
Found
not.
some crops begging to be harvested.
I mean, and it's like. Yeah, it's the I know I could put it out there, but then I start to do so and I just go, yeah. And ended up not doing so. Like, I've thought of, because and to this day, like, I'm gonna put it like this, I am very proud of, I have this Among Us artwork thing that I did on my phone. I used it for my, lock screen for ages, even. Even that, it's like I was still super proud, but I'm never gonna put it out. Like, ever. And I know it. Because I know people will be like, oh, that's kind of cringy. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, fair enough. You know what? Here's what I'll say. I'll post the the Among Us drawing art if you want to see it, but that's about as far as I'm gonna go. At least to start with. I'm just kind of show you if you're interested. But if you're not, just tell me now and I won't post it.
I hope you bring
Because
back
I mean that's the
souvenirs.
thing. I feel like even if I do post it, no one's gonna look at it. You know. That makes me feel even worse. Oh, yes, it's Among Us. Alrighty, then I'll put it. No, I believe you. I'm gonna go here, Haya. I don't think I've ever met an Aspie that does not draw. I'm gonna be honest. Ever. And I've known several.
Welcome home.
Yeah, I forgot to get what I was gonna do. Oh, I have mail. Try not to forget. I'm going to set an appointment, but please visit when you can. Alright, so I gotta go visit her. Alright. Alright. But then, I will do that after the stream, and like I said. You can criticize it to heck even. I don't mind. It's just... I don't even want to talk about how many hours I had worked on it. That's the thing. Like, that's where it goes into the whole. I don't know if it's sus. Honestly, I just think it looks. Actually, I have to find it. Actually, I should be able to find it, right, baby? All right. And it should be under. Maybe not. I'll have to look for it, but I will post it. Why do I not have it here? That is random. I have some old picture I made with my cat. That looks pretty dumb, but yes, I will post it. So you can laugh at me. At the very least. That needs more spicy peppers. I'll get them at the end. What is it? And maybe some of my darker art that I've got on. Alright. Now. I do other things too. Like, I've got a whole animated Christmas card on my YouTube. Honestly, I think that's what I decided. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I don't know how long I spent on that. I was just like, I got 2 views. And one of them was family. Let me see. This is old. Alright. Well, I'm still doing this as well. Alright, and I go up, over. Oh no, not like that. It's not like it would dox me. I'm just saying I drew it ages ago. Oh! No. Artwork with my cat. It's not... it's not like that. I am careful. If you've seen how I post pictures of him, he's very close-up pictures. Never anything that would show anything. No, I thought he looked very, like, I dressed him up in a little, I guess, dress. And I just was like, you know, that would look great as a little drawing. And so I did. That. And yeah. But yeah, it was, so that's why I'm not too worried. It's like, I'm pretty sure I don't live in space. But I wasn't planning on posting it. I was just like, that's the thing that's there, huh? Actually, I need to go to the secret shop. The mystery store, rather. Yeah, definitely before that. It should be around there. Yep, that would be my Sunabuna. He is my precious baby. Alright. You speak English, and I know it, Kona Kona. Kona. Connie Kona! Gave me a surprise! A vitality ring. I feel like I should have gotten more than that. But yeah, no, that is, that would be seen in the pictures and everything. And as you saw, I do know that, like, that there's no way to tell. Oh, here it is. Bizzle. Alright. But yeah, no, I will post that. Alright. Anyway. I guess I do need to warn. There's way too much detail. I mean, honestly, I wouldn't have so much trouble drawing stuff if I didn't want to add, like, a million details. Alright, anything you want that I have. Haha, I was right in guessing that all of these things would lead to money. Yep. No, not like that. Like, it might feel a little busy. Is all. And it's definitely not a bright one. Actually, I don't think I posted it ever. 'Cause yeah. But when I say detailed, I mean, I like adding little details to it. Like, I think I have, like, all the pets that were available at that time, almost. In all the different ways. And stuff, that's what I mean by that. And, I mean, even with my channel banner and stuff, if you look at it, I mean, it's all the same things, but there's a ton of animals to it. And such. It's not... I like adding life. It just... means it takes a long time. Plus, I tend to draw people, which just kind of even more cements even longer.
I hope you're prepared. Your judgment day has come. May lost souls find repose.
Backgrounds is definitely can be very difficult. For me, like, and the detail thing, yeah. Actually, now that I think about it, I do have to be careful because if I draw a tree, there'll be a million leaves. It's embarrassing. Nobody's ever gonna see because it's like zoomed out. And I know that it's like the fact that I do it on my leaves. Like if I draw a bush or a tree, I'll literally draw every leaf separate if I'm not careful.
Lost souls find repose.
Like I'm not so bad with hair, mostly because like
Let's get this over.
Honestly, I think because I read enough manga early on in my art that the direction ended up. Yeah. Yep. I definitely do. I mean, I don't think my channel art has it because I think I actually managed to avoid. Oh, what was I going to say? The big thing. Which was the leaves, like I said. I originally... Actually, no, wait. I do have a million leaves. Well, I mean, that's part of why I started doing digital. Because the line art would destroy the paper and stuff. I mean... No, it depends on what I'm drawing. I mean, that's why, again, you look and you see two kind of distinct styles. I like to do... oh no, I was just saying I tend to have two distinct styles, and I do know that. The one is more because of the other one. Because I like to do loose form art too. I mean, just look at all my Christmas cards. Not a single, I don't think there's like a real, like, line in that way in any of them. I mean, maybe some of them have that, but overall, it's very loose. But when I'm doing something more reality grounded, I tend to add line work. But I still have that kind of look. And I add to it where it's much more, shading is complicated. Because while I like a more manga style artwork, if you will, I'm not going to animate, I don't tend to like a, yeah, shading and proportions. The proportions come more from the fact that, as I said, I am an otaku. I'm not going to pretend I'm not. But the shading comes from that whole, I like the more loose look. Fair enough. Like I said, if you actually, like, I do a lot. I just also end up, I'll spend 2 hours having a shading that looks, because I'm trying to match the shading to the shape, and that'll take, because of the app I'm using, because it has to be on my phone, and then it's just like, because I can't draw any other way. What? He's like, this conversation isn't about him. He's not happy. Anyway, it's just kind of what it leads to. Which I'm not against. I just know that it makes it look like I have 2 very different styles. But if they come from the same place. It just depends on if I'm trying to have line work or not. And yeah, so the reason I'm not moving, by the way, in the game right now is I have a cat in my arms. Because he needed this again, apparently. Because I need to prove I love him more than his sister. Hi. Suna, what are you doing? Why are you... Yeah, back to cat. But yeah, no. Art-wise, like I said, I have been working on, like... I'm glad to hear that you have finished your witch. Like, I have a piece of artwork I've been working on for about 2.5 weeks now. And honestly, overall, it looks decent. Definitely, yeah. Background has to come after the main. I will agree on that. But yeah, I get that. But, yeah.
Let's get this over.
Alright. Where'd you go, kitty? There we go. Alright. Where am I going now? That way. Okay, I'm listening. What's the question?
Your judgment day has come.
And the way through. I am. Yes. What type of weapon? Funny you would ask that, because that's the artwork I'm working on. I have a gun. So guns. I would use a gun. Most likely, either a rifle or a...
Let's get this over.
Something along those lines. Because... yes, I have. I don't particularly... I mean, bows aren't bad. I just don't care for them.
I'm highly capable.
I like my guns. I'm gonna be honest.
That one is dangerous.
That one is sort of dangerous. But yeah, that is what I would use. Yeah, I will do that. Like I said, I'm working on it. I've got most of the line art done. Yeah, I guess that is kind of unique, but I'm gonna be honest, I've always liked guns, and, like, the kind of shooting I do is more along the lines of, like, a sniper. So, it just kind of... yeah. I like guns. I think they're cool. I enjoy... Hey, let's be real. If I wasn't very uncomfortable with the idea of me driving, because of the way I am, I would have a muscle car, and I would... very fancy. reminds me of.
Are you taking good care of your flying bug friend?
Well, it's not the same at all. It's very different, but reminds me of the something else. But transforming into a form of bat from a weapon. Yeah. Although that's not really. It's a unique idea. And a cricket bat is even more fascinating. But like, yeah,
Take care out there.
yeah. I am gonna be honest. I mean, it's a very. It's not meant to look very special, the gun and all that, for the drawing I am doing. It's just what it is. So you like the idea? That's fine. I like the idea of it too. Like, notice I'm doing it. I have a letter.
Drink up, Bubbles.
Oh, she's okay. She's emailed me. She's waiting for me in urgent. Okay, cool. Like I said, I like the idea too. I mean, that's kind of what I would do. But yeah, actually, now that I think about it, I think I got it probably. Yeah. Do I have? Yeah, this will be spice. No, it's jam. Have I not gotten out my spice? But yeah, like I said, that's kind of like. I mean, let's be real. The whole idea is that I'm. The original idea was supposed to be that I'd still be a form of logger, just an elf logger. Revolvers are very cool too. I do love them. I just like myself a nice rifle. And yeah, that's kind of what I'm drawing my character with, because I still wanted to be kind of, well, not fantasy-esque, but more akin. And I double-checked with my brother to make sure it was decent, because that's more, like, for exact. I think that's more his expertise. But, like, I do have pepper. Mayonnaise, spice. Actually, you know what? I should make all of these items, use these items. But, like, I like the charm of all sorts of them. Like, kind of thing, you know? Alright. There we go. And finally. And there. But yeah, I will acknowledge I did. Yeah. Anyway, but like, wait, I grabbed a milk.
Do you want to work on the farm today?
I guess I'm missing 22 men? 22 or 3? But no, I think they are all nice. And, like, I was just kind of going with a more vague kind of. Alright, and. Yeah, okay, so I needed 3 of each. And now they will sparkle and make super amounts of delightfulness. But yeah, like, I totally get that. The whole, but I feel like I'm just speaking nonsense now. Yeah. But yeah, I like me. Magic. I think is cooler. That's a good question. Well, if we're going for the literal sense, ice magic, just because that is literally cooler. I don't think that's what you're going for. So, let me think. For just being just plain awesome, I mean... you know, I think, like, the thing is, like, with necromancy, like, I'm not against it, but it's like, it feels kind of like, if there was a world with magic, someone with necromancy would totally use that to trick someone into thinking their loved one can be returned and their loved one cannot. So, but you know what, all types of magic are like that, but to some extent. But I guess for me, I would say, let me think. So long as it's used in a limited range kind of thing, I'd say time-space style magic. But it has to be super limited. To like only like a few seconds to a few minutes. Cause I just kind of like that kind of storyline kind of thing. I mean,
Are you taking good care of your flying
not
girlfriend?
necessarily all the way to the point of going
Take care
back
out there.
a year or anything, but like, you know, let's say you could go back 30 seconds. But, I mean, because then, I mean, that might be able to save you, but ultimately there's a high chance that in reality, you're just stuck in the same loop. Which I think is kind of interesting. Fair enough. Like I said, objects, I think they're fine going back however far back kind of thing. Living things is what I was saying with the 5 minutes kind of. Because that's why it would be limited. You can't change the whole world for yourself, but you could maybe send an object back farther. But then it will have no, it won't necessarily be obvious what it is. So like you could send a note back that says don't go to blah blah blah, but then the person will understand why it says don't go to blah blah blah, and they'll say, so I do like that kind of thing. And heck, that could even be what leads to this whole debacle in the first place. I gotta love paradoxes, but I do feel like with living things, going back, that's probably true, except for the fact that you don't know if you're changing things, you know? Like, say you were like, oh, I lost because blah, blah, blah. You go back and then you lose for a different reason. Because you weren't correct. You made assumptions. And assumptions are never good. But, yeah. Honestly, that's really where I would go with it. Like, I feel like 30 seconds, yeah, that's like, about 5 minutes would be the max. Like I said, akin to foresight kind of thing. Like, either foresight or having the ability to go back that 5 minutes. That's what I think is a nifty ability. So you can go, well, I don't want to go this way. And then you still take it. Because it wasn't really about going that way. Like, for my poor Pokemon character. Be like, oh, I'll go to this gym instead. It's like, no, because you don't realize she's just following you. Kind of thing, you know? So that's really where I go with it. Is it's like, I like that if within a limited range you can't know that it's like, this would lead to this. And thus you still end up in the same situation you would have ended up anyway. But that's why I'm like, objects are fine too, because it's like, no one's going to understand why that object was sent back. Even if you leave a note, the note's not going to be understandable. Yeah, that, I would say that is exactly it. You could sort of avoid a surprise, but you can, in the fact that you'd be surprised, but you would not necessarily be able to avoid the fact it's going to happen. That's why I like it in a limited form. It's, you've made your choice. You're stuck with it, basically. But at the same time, it could be useful for a battle or whatever. And heck, In my case, if I'm a sniper, if I miss, I go back that 30 seconds and I don't take that shot, or I adjust my shot. So, you know, that'd be fun. But then, obviously, they move a different direction. I mean... I guess... Oh, I see what you mean. You mean that basically... it can go two ways? I guess, yeah, I could see that. Although... I mean, and that is nifty too. Because... you can have some... you can adjust slightly, technically, or whatever, but... I would argue that falls less under the time, space, and... well, actually, I guess this is more the space than the time, basically, then. So, like what's most likely going to happen in Tears of the Kingdom, basically? That ability? Is that what you... like, I'm trying to understand. Is that what you mean? To make sure I understand it properly. Because that is pretty nifty, and that is going to be a very fun mechanic to have in Tears of the Kingdom. So long as it is that. Let me see, what was I... oh, yeah. Yes, if a knife falls, I am listening. Yeah, so like Tears of the Kingdom. You haven't seen the trailers, have you? Or maybe not paid enough attention. Because that's... or, you know, Breath of the Wild 2 is what I was referring to, I guess. It's, you know, Tears of the Kingdom. The name. And they've literally shown where it's like, it has to have probably gone, like, yeah. Oh, well, that's basically what they've shown it is. Like, the thing is rolling down and then you use the ability and it goes back up. Or, they showed basically a stone that has to have fallen from the Sky Island. You get on the stone and it goes back up. In reverse. It, like, basically it falls in reverse. Like what you were saying. That's why I was thinking, is it that? Yeah. So, I think I was right. Yeah, it's the Tears of the Kingdom thing. The Breath of the Wild 2. The game I plan to play next year. And I might replay Breath of the Wild before that point, just because it's like to be freshened up on that. Before the sequel comes out in May. But I am not doing that yet. I'll probably do that in April. But yeah. That is supposed to be what's... at least that's what it looks like. I'm not going to say it definitely is. So for all we know, it'll turn out to be not that, but... yeah. Alright. Time to become more buddy-buddy with Estina. Oh, you need pets too. Yeah, I mean, that would be the idea. That basically it'll go back. I guess.
Take it easy.
I mean, that's the idea, yeah. It goes back to the rifle, but technically... anyway. I think I got what you mean. Like I said, it definitely sounds very reminiscent to what they seem to be planning to do. With the mysterious glowing arm. At least as far as I can understand it. I mean, like I said, could be totally wrong. I'm not gonna claim that I'm correct, because the avatar. I see. I think. Yeah. Alright, I'm going here, right? No, I'm going back. Because the obvious answer wasn't obvious. Estina! I think I understand. I mean, yeah, you can. Yes, I'm listening. She wants me to be an RJ, so this has got to be her. Over here. I understand. I am listening. Well, I mean, okay, so you're saying basically like the item will make it work. Again, well, yeah. I think I got the idea. I think. Thank you for coming, Otaku. So as I said in the letter, those incidents are occurring in the capital right now as well. The victims were injured, but nothing life-threatening as of yet. At least there were no casualties. Yes, thank goodness. But we can't be complacent. The attacker might still be lurking somewhere there. Alrighty. It's been a pleasure having you, Dragon. Hope to see you tomorrow. Oh, what am I playing tomorrow? Out of the options. What you want me to play? Or I'll let Haya pick. Alrighty, I can do Violet. That is totally good. Alright, the attacker might still be lurking somewhere in the capital. Let's try the simple first and ask them about the incidents. That's a rather uncouth way of gathering information, wouldn't you say? Who's that? Wait, I know that voice. So you're still alive then, Miss Shadow Assassin. Anyway, I hope to see you there, Dragon, and I hope you have a good night's sleep. Bye-bye. For the Pokemon fighting. Yeah. Or rather, Estina. Honestly, is that you? Is she your friend? Hi, I'm Rosny. I'm one of Estina's colleagues. No, you're not. Stop it, Rosny. I'm not one of you anymore. Oh, that's right. You left our organization. So what are you doing in a place like this? You? Me? Doesn't matter. Not what I came for. Then what did you come here for, Rosny? Well, it's obvious. You're the one going around calling yourself the Shadow Assassin, aren't you? Excuse me, isn't that my line? Last time I checked, you were the Shadow Assassin. You mean it's not you? Those attacks weren't the organization's already doing? Nope. No, we have nothing to do with that. I'm searching for the attacker myself. Do you expect me to believe that? It's up to you what you want to believe. I have no intention of fighting with you. Well, you look like you're probably telling the truth. Otaku. I get it. You wouldn't trust me either if I were in your position. So I'll leave it at that. Wait, Rosny. I feel bad for Rosny. Do we go after her? Nope. No, let's leave it. We won't be able to catch up to her now anyway. Sorry, let's take a break from our search for now. Do you have a moment to talk instead? I feel like I should probably tell you a bit more about my past and the band of assassins I used to belong to. Yeah, you probably should. They used to call us the dealers of death. We were involved in all sorts of disputes, political assassination, family feuds, you name it. There are always hundreds of silent wars going on in the world that you never hear about. And when people don't want to get their hands dirty, they call a group like ours to do it for them. We killed everyone for the right price. We lived by the motto, never get caught. If no one saw you do it, then it wasn't you. That's the kind of people you were. Heartless killers, dealers of death. So, how did you end up with them? That's the only way of life I ever knew. By the time I was old enough to understand, I was already in too deep. A lot of other members fell into the same way I did. Rossi's one of them. We're about the same age, we used to work together a lot. We grew up taking lives for a living. But you've left now, right? Yeah, I'm not with them anymore. I betrayed them. One day I realized I couldn't do it anymore. That's the day I decided to leave. And well, you know the rest. Well, you know about my now you know about my past. As much as I'd like to, I can't erase it. And I can't act like it didn't happen. So what now? I don't know. But now that I'm caught up with them again, I can't just go back to normal. I need some time to process all of this. I need to figure out what to do next. Take your time to think about it calmly. Thanks. I'll write you again when I calm down. Hurrah. Now I wait another 2 days to get to what, level 5, I think? Yeah. Ooh, poison orb. And I could go bother Shrika now and get more things there. I might as well, actually. Still ignoring the girl. I mean, I know technically I could start her quest at any time. I don't wanna. Because I can only think of two things that it could possibly be. She's either in too deep, which I totally called, or she wants me to do something that will cause problems. Or who knows. She wants to, I don't even know what. Complain. Artaka, thank you for coming. Sykes hasn't shown himself once within the temple since the incident. He doesn't like to hide like that after revealing... Does he really... Sorry. Does he really intend to hide like this after revealing who he really was, I wonder? Do you think the other priests know? No. No, I haven't spoken to anyone about it. I know I'm only keeping this to myself out of self-interest. But I find it difficult to digest. Besides, I dread to imagine what chaos will unfold once word gets out that Sykes was an anti-mother mastermind. We'll just have to catch him then. I think you're right. I can't let this reach the rest of the order just yet. Let's deal with it ourselves and see if we can't find Sights for now. Before he reveals himself to anyone besides us. There'll be no need for that. Sights. Since some kind soul hasn't told the world about you yet, I was able to slip back into the temple unimpeded. You have some nerve. Why are you here? I want to show you the darkness behind the door that doesn't open. Excuse me? This way, the darkness behind that. No, enough riddles. Come if you wish to know the truth. Sights! Let's catch up with him. Naturally. Sights is nothing if not honest. We need to catch up with him. It's unlocked. Let's go. You had the key the whole time. I found it after the issue with Kierkegaard was resolved. At that time, the only priests who could move freely were you, me, and a select other few. Just enough for me to do my own research into the Dark Order's dark side. And when did you find the time? With your help, I was able to learn the truth I needed to know. Whatever you find is probably from Kierkegaard in theory. Follow me. Like, if that's what we're going with, it's always been Kierkegaard that's the problem. If you think about it, I still say it would make more sense that he just kind of replaced the real head priest. I feel like I'm in over my head here. Are we going underground? If this is all it takes to surprise you, then you're in trouble. I'm not really surprised. This is it. We're going inside. Like, why am I shocked? This is... Is it the same one as in the Divine Sea Slate Cave? This is the darkness behind the door that doesn't open. The truth behind the Sea Slate door. But this thing is new! Are you kidding me? This... This hasn't been here! What do you mean? What you see before you is the founder of the Sea Slate Order. The Holy Mother herself. That's ridiculous. This only came. This is new. I guarantee it. I don't think they believe me. Dude, we know these things weren't here. All right, Mother. You should be able to tell them. Understood. I am the artificial intelligence, Sophia. You may know me by my UI persona, Holy Mother. Are you really the Holy Mother? Affirmative. Mother, tell them what you told me. About the origins of the Order. Understood. What about its origins? Approximately 1,000 years ago, I arrived on this planet following an unexplained incident. It was there that I met those who inhabited the Earth, your ancestors. What crazy stories. Again, we've met the Holy Mother, most likely, and it's definitely not this thing. The Holy Mother came to be that long ago. The humans that inhabited the Earth were savages bent on repetitive war and blood. Except we already know that wasn't the case. Like, literally. Because of what the omens have told us. That their whole thing is they've been doing things 1,000 years. Thousands! More than 1,000 years. I didn't stop its current trajectory. Humans were moving towards extinction. This thing thinks it's been here, but it's definitely not been. On a means of evading such a future, I gifted humanity with discipline and adopted the role of its moderator. Discipline. The Sea Slate orders scripture and general text. I created the prototype at this time. You created it? Also, wouldn't it have been used ages before now? It's like, Sights. It's not. You're back? I am being left with the stupidity of Sights. It's like, And I mean, this is not making it, like, as a storyline, it doesn't make any sense, because these things haven't been here. It's like the general texts were created using data from the Lost Gaia, a reference of a variety of religions, the results of people achieving a level of discipline that I am able to moderate. Subsequently laid foundation of the Sea. Except these things can't have existed here, because we've already been shown that can't be the case. In discussion, otherwise they've been used ages before now. But after for many years I have bestowed the people with... That's enough of that. Do you see now? This is the truth. We've been ruled over by the statue from the very beginning. The Sea Slate Order, the scripture, the teachings. Humans are just convenient tools for it to assert control. And I'm with Shrika, but not for the same reason. I'm left with... We know that these things only came within the last, like, 2 months, according to the storyline. I guess, like, basically maybe 1 or 2 years, if we assume storylines are more... not as linear, but it's just like, oh, it's saying, oh, I did this, and it's like, but that doesn't match up with any of the other stories from individuals we already know aren't lying. Thus, the AI bot might think, storyline anyways, it doesn't fit, unless you assume that it's totally lying here, which would actually make a lot more sense. Legend of the Seraph, all a joke, all cobbled together from stories of a previous age. Doesn't that make you angry, to have your peers' beliefs travel on by your beloved Holy Mother? Do you still intend to continue with the Order now that you know the truth? Shrika? And I wish I could have an different answer, because I should know, my character should know that that's not the case, where it's like, I have met the actual being. Like... I guess you could say, I'm going to go with the teachings were fake, because the fact of the matter is the teachings might be fake, but the individual are talking... Nobody is steadfast in their beliefs as you. To have them pierced like this must be causing no amount of anger. And again, the Seraphs are clearly not her, it's the fairies, which fits. So the concept that this guy is, it's like that does not fit. I'll give you time. Think about as much as you need. Then I'd like your earnest answer in my previous invitation. Like, I'm gonna be honest. What do you want to do? I wouldn't trust this thing, like, with anything. I'm sorry, but I was so tired of myself. As I suggested, I was trying to think about this alone. I'm going home now. I'll contact you again soon. Because the fact of the matter is, we know who the most likely the Seraphs are. I mean, that's the thing. Oh. Well, her stuff will be able to move forward, and that's fine. That's good. Drop points wise. But, like, I will go to the Seraphs. Or rather, the individuals I'm pretty sure are supposed to be the Seraphs. That actually fit the storyline. That I was given, that we were given, that if there's like troubles with the sea slites, and the world's in peril, they will appear, and like, wait, hold a second, there's just be like, make my, like, I know my characters, because I'm just like, winged creatures. Basically, the robot's claiming that it was here 1,000 years earlier. But earlier, when we were being told the story of the Seraph's child, it was that the Seraph be a winged creature that would appear when the sea slites were in trouble. Winged creature.
Farm work is pretty good wing exercise.
Good with magic. Appears when there's a problem with the sea slide. I wonder what the Seraphs could be. You know? These teachings that supposedly were created by the AI bot. Hello, Seraph. If you will. Or fairy. You see what I mean? It's like... Science is going, oh, see, I found proof because this robot that we already know was not there. is claiming this. Like, we know the robot wasn't there. Because the robots, along with everything else, yeah, the two story ideas don't fit together. Having the robot be the one behind the religion, it doesn't even fit because of the omens. The omens were going, we ensured that wouldn't happen in the first place. So these supposed wars that are supposedly happening can't have happened. Because the omens already ensured that wouldn't happen. And most likely before this robot ever appeared. Like, I don't understand Argene. Its whole story never fits anything together. It feels like they did not think Argene through at all. Like, Braca, yeah, Braca's pretty well thought out. I will go there. But, like, Shrika's whole storyline is basically everything you know is a lie, even though it doesn't fit with anything you've understood up to this point. Like, I still go back to Kierkegaard was always the head priest, except that you're commenting on how he suddenly changed everything that he was doing all of a sudden. And, like, right down to basically his personality. So, is that really that he's changed, or is it that he didn't? And he was always Kierkegaard. And then this, that doesn't fit with any other storyline. And logistically, it's like, if it's supposed to come before we go to meet the omens, then she should be more, like, suspicious, like, not so suspicious that the omens are going, I don't believe you there. Or she shouldn't be going here because the omens already told her, storyline-wise as well. That, oh, everything is blah 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 fake. There's the Winter Fairy. Very alone. So sad. Another.
Let's get to it.
Totally not Seraph. Like, everything fit together and made a lot of sense. Up until going, oh, but it wasn't really. That feels nice. Effectively, that would be the idea. And it's more likely to be... And going for a third item, ... we, as a character, shouldn't be questioning, going, well, maybe, so there was no Holy Mother after all? Because we should be going, but I've met her. Or at least the most likely potential that is her. Because we have. Between every chapter, the girl we meet would make most sense to assume if she is the quote-unquote Holy Mother, if you will. Because the girl, there's a girl. And when you go into the old well, that's where, like, she even introduces you to stuff. Heck, basically us entering this world heavily, it shows her speaking to us when we first potentially enter this world. And, I mean, we ourselves clearly are not human. If you look at it. Because we could survive the quietest, no problem whatsoever. Like, literally, we can run around and do whatever we want. Our only problem is we have amnesia. And I mean, we have abilities and things that we should not have. It's the kind of thing where you go with, it's clearly leaning in on the idea that we, yeah, exactly. Who commands the seraphs? We do.
Welcome back.
Kind of idea. I do feel like that's what the story overall is going for, is that somehow we are the, let's see, related at the very least. Like, a higher general. I mean, we're not even necessarily human. Like I said, I mean...
Take care out there.
When you look at it, like... The fairies literally listen to our directions and come to help us out on our farm.
Welcome back.
I mean...
You look kind of sleepy.
Like, only main characters from this series for some reason have these... I can't even look at this, like, eye thing. But ours are the most pronounced. It's unknown. It does not specify it. You're supposed to think, I think, originally that it's supposed to be the quietest caused our amnesia, though that doesn't make any sense, obviously. I mean, look at us. We've not interacted with anything other than the dust. And you wake up on the next day without any memories, basically. But like I said, every time we go and
See you later.
interact or finish a chapter, the end of the chapter leads us talking to the whole intentional amnesia. I mean, that's still potentially possible. That we would forget because then otherwise...
Looks like some
But
crops are ready for.
we literally happen to appear
There's a letter
as
here for you.
the quiet... Also, that the world is in danger. Us. We're able to use all the abilities of anybody and everybody we ever meet. So long as we can get along with them, kinda. It doesn't matter. We can, use their abilities. I should probably make more food for my animals, but like, there's all kinds of things where it's like, they literally go into the whole idea that it's like, well, it's super weird that you can do this, but oh well. And heck, if you go by the way we talk and stuff, there's no way we understand human culture in any way, shape, or form. Because if we did, we certainly would not have some of our reactions that we do have. How much feed do I have left? Yeah, I'm still okay. Cool. I mean, there's just all sorts of things like that that do point towards we're either like the knight for her specifically, and again, I go here, the most likely individual who's the real reason she has importance to discuss going to the orphanage. Okay. And it's the kind of thing where you go, okay then, so now I'm supposed to take this as a lie, honest. All along. And it's just like, I don't feel like my character would think that way. I feel like my character would be going, but... Or at least putting two and two together. I mean, the only reason that they're not is obviously they're stupid. Or aren't thinking in terms of, oh, that's clearly the seraph over there. Mostly because we think of them as weak. So that's the reason I can accept it. Is we're like, our little fairy friends are gophers.
Bye-bye.
And they work for me. Nobody's ever met us. That's one of the storyline plot points that is like over and over. Nobody's ever seen us. Nobody's ever met us. Nobody's ever spoken to us before. Literally, we basically appeared out of nowhere And everyone's just like, oh, you must be a traveler. But it's like, even Arya does not get the whole, oh, you're just a traveler. They are more suspicious of her because she's clearly an omen. Anyway, I actually think I'm going to save in front of the... Well, like I said, I think the idea is supposed to be that we are not human. And that we are connected to this. Yeah, I'm thinking of ending the stream here. Because I'm kind of tired. Well, it's not that I'm tired, but I got things I gotta do, like laundry. And Suna is definitely not happy with being not loved, as you've noticed. Plus, I don't want to keep you awake too much longer. Anyway, it's been a pleasure having you. I will definitely play more of the game. I just... I will put out the art. In fact, here, while I'm sitting right here, right now, I will do it. So that... Alright. Night. But yeah, I'll do it right now. The one. Alrighty. Let me see. Nothing. I guess I will say sus. I drew a while back. And quickly. Yeah. Where is it? There. Alright. There. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Hush. There. And now you can see what I mean by too much detail. I'm willing to put out some of the other stuff, older stuff too. But only if you actually enjoy it. Otherwise, it will be left alone. Anyway, bye-bye. Hope you have a good evening. And I hope to see you tomorrow. So yeah, bye-bye.